Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. And today I decided to report on some breaking news. Now, I know that the title and the thumbnail are very clickbaity, but guys, this news just broke a few hours ago. Apparently, Harrison Ford injured his shoulder rehearsing a fight scene for Indiana Jones 5. It says right here in this little blurb on the exclusive. Harrison Ford hurt himself rehearsing a fight scene in Indiana Jones 5, sources tell Deadline. The extent of his injury wasn't immediately known, but it involves his shoulder. Director James Mangold will continue to shoot around him while the appropriate course of treatment is evaluated. The filming schedule will be reconfigured as needed in the coming weeks. Disney has set the Lucasfilm action thriller for a July 29th, 2022 release date. And talk about a movie that has been, what's the word I'm looking for? Has been moved around so much. I remember back in 2016, they had a projected release date of 2019. Then it got pushed back to 2020. Then it got pushed back to 2021. Now it's being pushed back to 2022. For all we know, now this could have to be pushed back to 2023, depending on his injury. Because I hate to break this to you, but Harrison Ford is getting to be an old man now. The little article, this is only a few paragraphs long, goes on. Production on Indiana Jones 5 got underway earlier this month in Pinewood and other UK locations. Ford stars alongside Mads Mikkelsen, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Boyd Holbrook. I am not going to be able to pronounce that name. I know it's Shanette Renee Wilson and Thomas, and I think that name is German. Kretschmann. I think it's pronounced Kretschmann. It looks German. Logan director James Mangold is taking over directing reins from Steven Spielberg, and that is when I lost interest in this movie entirely, was when James Mangold took over the directing duties from Spielberg. But Spielberg, who is still serving as producer alongside with Kathy Kennedy, Frank Marshall, and Simon Emanuel. Notice George Lucas's name is not on this movie at all, despite being heavily involved with all four of the others. But that's neither here nor there. John Williams, who has worked on every score in the 40-year-old franchise, including its iconic theme, is also returning as composer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, just got a statement from Disney. So, quote, in the course of rehearsing for a fight scene, Harrison Ford sustained an injury involving his shoulder. Production will continue while the appropriate course of treatment is evaluated, and the filming schedule will be reconfigured as needed in the coming weeks. And they go on about, how Ford suffered a serious injury when his leg was broken by a hydraulic door in a freak accident on the set of the Millennium Falcon spaceship while reprising Han Solo in The Force Awakens. So, what's that line from The Incredibles? Coincidence? I think not! That was back in June of 2014 at London's Pinewood Studios. Let's hope this injury is, by comparison, a momentary setback for Ford, who at age 78 is in quote-unquote remarkable shape. Well, there's your problem, Harrison Ford's now a 78-year-old man, and he's still doing action movies. I mean, I commend the guy for keeping it going, but this also raises a good point. Like, how excited are you really for Indiana Jones 5? Given that, Harrison Ford is a very old man. This is probably going to be his last outing as Indiana Jones, let's be fair. Unless if they plan to bring him back at 90 and, dun, 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 oh, my hip, oh, my hip. And then they have to stop shooting for like a year. Or it's Indiana Jones in the wheelchair flying across the gorge like they did in the most recent Fast and Furious movie, which was fucking ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, and with all the news surrounding how, they might emasculate him, given that given that Phoebe Waller-Bridge is now involved. For those that don't recognize the name, she was a part of Solo, and what was that fucking droid's name that she played? She was the droid's rights droid in that movie. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in quite a while. So, I really don't remember. Hold on. I just remembered. I'm recording my screen. Let's actually look this up. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Solo. Okay, here's the actual IMDb for Solo. L337. That's what it was. Oh, the best part about that movie was when L337 got blown to bits, but that's neither here nor there. But anyways, guys, before I go on for too long, this is all that's come out as of right now. There may be a follow-up, there may not. But what do you guys think? And more specifically, are you excited for Indiana Jones 5 at all? Like I said, given that, you know, Harrison Ford is a very old man, is probably going to be his last outing, so we really don't know if the franchise is going to continue beyond him. But I'm going to go ahead and end it right here, guys, and if you've been following me for a while, you know I am terrible at ending things, so I will just see you guys next time.